This episode of Hobie is sponsored by Ho Jeff. Save 25% with promo code HobiePod.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books, movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote good
All right
scripts.
here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode 504.
5?
504.
I thought we did 504 already.
We did not. It's right now. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Brian.
There we go. Only 496 more episodes until 1,000. The countdown has begun.
Yeah, but we already said I'll be dead by then.
I hope not. I like you, Jeff. I hope you're not dead.
Well, then we're not going to do that 989
Manimal. Automan.
Auto Man. If it was Manimal, I might do that.
789. What about if we do Manimal?
I don't want to do an all Manimal show, but it's better than Auto Man.
You may not want to, but you may need to. It's out there.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
I don't think I've ever seen that film.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a...
Seen that part, that clip.
Yeah,
Man.
no, that's a Shawshank for me. Anytime
Really?
it's on, I'm just done watching the whole thing.
What you got over there, Brian?
I have some caramel creams.
Oh, okay.
Bullseyes.
Bullseyes.
Well, I guess they're not official bullseyes, huh?
Or are those Getzes? Goetzes?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess bullseyes is the Brock's brand name for them.
Okay. Brock Lesnar?
No,
No.
BRACH''S.
Oh, that Brock's. Okay. Yes, everybody, welcome. We are fast approaching the Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through 24th. Get your tickets. CincinnatiComicExpo.com.
Stephen Amell will be there.
Stephen Amell will be there. Paul Williams will be there. Vincent D'Onofrio will be there.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany, big one.
Just
Big one.
announced.
Yes.
Big Paul Bettany.
Floyd Norman, cartoonist for Disney.
Julie Benz.
Yeah. Christina Ricci, Jim Lee, lots and lots of people. It's wonderful. We're excited. And we don't know what we're going to do with the panels, but we're going to be there doing panels. So be ready. Lots of trivia. Come see us on the second floor. The Queen City room will be right there. We'll also be right next to the coat rack room. We'll have a little booth there. Come see us. We have some good stuff to give away. Maybe some magnets from Izzy and Steve from Untidy Venus. Mostly Izzy. I don't think Steve does it. Maybe some stickers. We'll have some stickers, maybe.
I'll sticker you.
Oh. Sounds a little rough. And maybe some other fun stuff. So just to let you know, come on down. Cincinnati Comic Expo, September 22nd through the 24th. You'll actually get to see Scab Randall. He'll be working with us this year. So be ready.
Hooray.
Yeah. So we got some new...
He's not evil.
It's just handled that way.
He's not my brother.
And then you'll see number one fan Doug. I mean, what more can you want? What more can you want?
Will he be there with his horse?
Maybe. Which one? Well, by then he'll probably have 2 new horses. He is horse rich. Did you know that? Let's see here.
Did he finally get his payout for last year?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
Shut up. Anyways, you're right over there? These bullseyes are making things rough over there. Did you knock the microphone off, too? What is going on here, people?
2 weeks in a row, we've had a spill in the studio.
The microphone was off when I walked in the room, so
Must have been a ghost. That's all I got.
I thought Blake's ghost was on vacation.
It is. Blake is on vacation. Jim's still suspended. Hopefully soon he'll be coming back. Do you know when Jim's coming back from suspension?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I know this is supposed to be the last week, but they always add a week at the end.
For suspensions because of his talking. Okay. Big news. This week I saw Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze for the first time ever. I'm a little bit behind the times.
Is this the impetus for the top 5 list?
No, it isn't, but it's a good tease. Roadhouse. What's the best line in that whole thing?
There isn't a good line.
There are so many.
What's the dad line?
Mind your business, Dad. Which is one of the Funk brothers
Terry
Funk talking to Sam Elliott.
Many moons ago, I realized he was in it for like some article, like, you know, wrestlers and movies and that. And then I completely forgot about it. So I'm flipping through the channels the other night, and I was like, Roadhouse, God. And it was like 20 minutes into it already. And I'm like, I've never seen this. Like, let's see how bad this is. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
It's a fantastic film.
And then I was
like, terrible in every way.
And I was like, is that Terry Funk? Oh, fuck, it is Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
A young Sam Elliott.
Younger Sam Elliott.
Still looks
old.
55.
Still looks like he could be someone's grandfather.
Yep. In 1980 something.
Yep.
88. I did have a question. Patrick Swayze ripped a man's throat out?
He did. Yep.
Is that possible?
Yes.
You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah. In real life, is that possible?
To be fair,
the
guy that he did that to told him that he used to fuck guys like him in prison.
That was a very odd quote.
I'm just saying, if somebody said that to me...
I actually rewound it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did that... What?
Oh, yep.
I'd just look at him and say, there were no guys like me in prison.
Oh. And then just walk away. Violence is never the answer.
Yeah, but there was really nowhere to go. Like, they were on the riverbank, in between the houses, the super nice house and the farmhouse, separated by the lake.
Yes.
I mean, really couldn't go anywhere. Just had to fight to the death.
There's a lot of fighting.
Well, that's the impetus of the movie.
Yes. I like that he has a team of super bouncers. He builds them. It's like the Avengers of bouncers. Thought that was kind of cool.
Well, I mean, he's the one that goes bar to bar and he's training the staffs.
Is that what it was? I missed that part.
That's like he's the guy that like
trains.
He goes around and like takes places that need help. Like he helps them.
Is that a real job in real life?
Traveling bouncer, yes.
Training bouncer?
I mean, I imagine so.
Okay.
You know how they have, the John Taffer going around saving bar? I mean, he does that with bouncers.
Shut it down!
I think he probably worked with John Taffer a couple of times.
Oh, that's nice. I wish you would punch John Taffer, to be honest.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Lots of nudity.
Yeah, there is.
It was on IFC.
Okay, yeah, fair amount.
And I was like, whoa, hello. There's a lot.
Yep.
I should have known when they said the F word. I was like, oh, okay.
Brad Garrett, terribly good villain.
Yes. I was like, I know that guy.
That's not his name.
It's not Brad Garrett. Brad Garrett's
Wade Garrett is Sam Elliott's character.
Brad Garrett is from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah.
Brad
I was about to say, you mean the guy from the Jimmy John's commercials?
Brad Wesley?
Jimmy John's!
Was it Brad Wesley?
I'm going to find out.
Or it's Wesley?
I don't know this name.
It's the bad guy.
Well, yeah, in a movie that I saw like a half time, like 40 years ago.
I really feel bad for not knowing that.
The first thing I put in when I put Roadhouse, it says Texas Roadhouse. No, as much as I like Texas Roadhouse.
Brad Wesley, yeah.
There it is.
The bad guy. Ben Gazzara.
Oh, I know Ben Gazzara.
Brad Wesley. Yeah.
Oh, Brad Wesley's the character's name.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were trying to name the actor.
Ben Gazzara
he's the
is the main antagonist. A direct sequel, Roadhouse 2, was released in 2006. Did anyone see that?
Somebody saw it.
It's Jonathan Sheck stars as a bouncer who must protect the Louisiana bar from criminals. He actually wrote the screenplay too.
The guy?
The main star.
Jonathan
Sheck, Ellen Holman, Richard Norton, Jake Busey.
Oh, that
must be a good movie.
Will
Got
Patton.
Jake Busey.
Will Patton.
Will Patton's a good actor.
he sure is.
And he was a known actor by then. What was he doing in that movie?
They brought a dump truck of money to my door. I'm only human.
They might have just been filming in his neighborhood.
That could be.
Make quick, easy money for him.
They bowfingered him.
Yeah.
He was walking by for scenes. And,
Keith David is in that movie.
Oh, he plays in which one?
Keith David?
The first one or
Is in
second one?
In the original.
Oh, okay. Shane Tanner is the son of legendary Kohler named James Dalton. He plays Patrick Swayze's son. He's a DEA agent.
I'm very much interested in the Jake Gyllenhaal remake of this.
It's going to be interesting.
Should be good. It's going to be good. Kelly Lynch is also in that film.
Yes, the
first one.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I can't say enough good things about it. You'll never find.
I can't say any good things about it either.
It was enjoyable. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, lots of fun.
For some reason, there's the main antagonist, his girlfriend. She does a striptease on the thing.
Yeah.
No idea why. It was not the music to play.
It's because it was in the script.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
They're trying to sell tickets. Stripteases in the 80s would do that.
There was a lot of nudity in it. I was like, I forgot male and female. Like, I forgot about the 1980s nudity.
The legendary Jeff Healey band.
Yes. Is that the one that was on stage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blind piano player.
Yep. Ah.
And guitar player.
But yeah.
That's where I first heard of Jeff Healey.
Okay.
I don't know if he was popular before that movie, but he was popular since.
Gotcha.
Or as popular as he got.
So I appreciate this 20-minute recap of Roadhouse, a 30-year-old film. First time I saw it, though. Really enjoyed it. 34 years.
Polar bear fell on me.
Yes. Like how everybody shot the guy. I didn't see anything. And the best part is when they're like, I didn't see anything. The sheriff's like, okay, I guess we're just going to let it go.
See, that's how bad of a bad guy he was that they wanted him.
The sheriff just was, I'm done.
They wanted him out of there.
So if you haven't seen it, go see Roadhouse. It's on IFC a lot this week. So, okay.
Is it streamable anywhere else?
Oh, I'm sure it is.
You're sure it is?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Roadhouse 2 is.
Well, now you're going to make me look that up.
Brian, since he's looking that up, do you have any up downs this week?
Yes, I do.
What's your up?
My up is that it is now football season.
Yes, it is. Is college football this weekend or next?
I believe it's next weekend.
Okay.
But NFL preseason has kicked off. It's now officially football season.
Gotcha.
Yeah, football season doesn't start until preseason is over.
It was a little rough watching some of the preseason. It is fun to watch the rookie quarterbacks, though.
Yeah. It's just the start of the season.
Yeah. Do you have any downs? Any downs?
I can't think of anything right off the top of my head.
Okay.
No.
My up this week is Kentucky would rather adopt dogs than buy dogs. So I thought that was good. There's more people that adopt dogs in Kentucky than buy them from breeders. So that was on the news today.
Really?
Yeah. So hey, good job. If it's true, great job, Kentucky.
I
did it right.
I would like to have more information on that.
Well, it was Fox 19 News. So, not that it's Fox, but like the Fox 19 local news is a little difficult some days. Just because very good reporting.
And I only speak from being in Kentucky quite often, down almost to Tennessee, visiting my parents, and there are several places in their town where people will set up in parking lots with dogs in a cage and just be selling puppies.
Oh,
like
that seems legit, right?
I mean,
seems healthy.
Yeah. To be fair, that's how my parents that's how they got a third dog, because my mom saw it and was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna keep driving. That dog isn't gonna keep living like that."
Could you have put the guy in the cage?
I mean, my dad probably would have had he had been there.
I would have no issue with that.
Yeah. They're not like, I wouldn't say that those people are breeders per se. They're more the backyard breeders.
Okay.
That the unofficial, like they have a dog that they're just using to make money on.
No, we adopted our last dog from
a Northern Kentucky animal shelter. Based in Northern Kentucky.
Yes, that they took her from a breeding farm.
Yeah.
So
she's our newest dog, Rocky, was also rescued out of Eastern Kentucky. Just found on the side of the road in a cage with 3 other dogs, one of which was a sibling of his. 2 other ones had no relation, didn't look anything like them. They were just puppies, and they just dropped them off.
As a person, how do you do that? That's a pretty cold, callous thing, right? To just drop
to most normal
people,
like regular people, they couldn't fathom doing that.
Yeah.
But if you're a piece of shit and you suck,
you
don't care about animal, or you don't value animal life,
we're just going to throw them aside the road.
I mean, you either, you don't want them, you have no use for them, you can't sell them, you can't profit off of them, so you have, no use for them.
I would be surprised if they even valued human life.
It's a good call.
They value it enough to keep their own going.
Yeah.
So that's it.
They value their own life.
Yes, and that's it.
Because Molly was the dog we adopted 4 months ago now. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog poodle mix, and
a Bernedoodle.
Yes,
as we call it in the business.
We did not know what she was when we adopted her. We thought for a second she was a wolfhound poodle mix. Because she has the long legs, and she's about 55, 60 pounds now. Sweetest dog, but they
except for when I come into the house,
she lets you pet her today.
We did make great strides. In our relationship.
She's very she's protective, but then she'll just kiss you most of the time.
Yep, I sat down next to her.
Yep, but she is protective.
Got some sniffs.
She will pull, if my oldest son is wrestling with my daughter, she will come up and grab his shirt and pull him away, just gently. And then she keeps him in a corner, basically, and won't let him out. She doesn't growl. She just pushes him into the corner and stay away from my sister, which is really funny to watch. But she was on a breeding farm. She was kept outside for a year. But they said they never bred her, which was interesting. Because they did all the tests. And they said she never had any dogs, puppies. So that they know of,
sure,
So, but so there you go.
For those interested, Roadhouse is available on Netflix if you have a subscription, or you can rent or buy it from Amazon. Roadhouse 2 Last Call is, from my research, only available on Amazon for rent or buy.
And I believe Amazon is the studios doing the reboot with Jake Gyllenhaal, if I'm not mistaken. So that tracks.
Okay.
They should just turn it into a series.
I know they not originally, but one of the reboots that I had seen rumored them talking about doing was going to be featuring Ronda Rousey as his daughter. but that never got off the ground.
They may have seen her acting in wrestling and said, oh, she was at Expendables?
She was in
2?
2?
Yeah.
Expendables 2.
Because their fourth one is coming out, right? Or third? Fourth? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so there you go. That's my up for the week. Downs. Little League World Series is going on. Really, my son and I, my daughter and I, we all watch it. It's just kind of fun to watch. 12-year-olds. It's fun to watch 6'3" 12-year-olds, like 6'3", 197 pounds, batting against a 5'2", 87-pound kid pitching. That's always fun to watch.
There's no Big Allen this year's, is there?
No, the Dingers.
Yeah.
But there's a team for Oklahoma. They're playing the regionals. They play Louisiana. And winner goes to the College World Series tournament, like the big tournament. And basically, the pitcher, he was the pitcher. So this kid in the first inning hits a home run. Okay. I think it was a grand slam. He flips the bat.
Can't do that.
Runs around the bases, calculating. Okay, fine, whatever. He's 12. I get it.
Put one in his ribs next time.
Gets to third base, sits down and does like a Buddha thing. Literally sits on the base.
Ooh.
And does the Buddha thing.
Put one right under his ear.
Then he goes to home and stomps on home plate. Okay? So then,
he shouldn't have another at bat because if I was that coach, he was.
Next batter got hit, I think.
Shocker.
In the back.
Can't have that in baseball.
So then,
so
they're up 7-0. Okay? Louisiana starts coming back 7-2. Last inning, they play 6 innings. 1 out, first and second. I think it's like, I don't know, 7-3 at that point. They bring this kid in to pitch. He's their closer. He can't hit the side of a barn. He walks 2 straight kids. Next kid hits a double, and is down 7-6. He walks or gives up a single, I forget. So they bring another kid in, 7-6. They bring the relief pitcher in with a 3-0 count. First off, so the kid that hits the home run, he's on a 3-0 count right now. They take him out. He's not happy about it. They bring this other kid in, and the coach is like, can you throw strikes? This is with 2 outs now. Can you throw strikes? That's all I need. 3 straight strikes down the middle. He walks him. 7-7. Or it might be a single, but I thought it was a walk. I'm almost positive. Yeah, it was a walk because it was 3-0.
But it goes to the original guy because he was the one that gave him the first 3 balls.
Winning run on third now. Bases loaded. And what is it? 14 pitch at bat. And walks him in.
Oh my God! They deserve it, but
8-7. You see, like the kids' faces just crumble, and you feel bad. Like you don't. It's part of the game. You don't want any kids losing. Like in a bad way. But I mean, you walk these kids. But at that same point, the baseball gods are kind of looking at that kid that did it. So. Not saying I would condone this, but the kid that scores the winning run on the walk from third, he stomps the plate just like the kid that hit the home run in the first inning.
Good for him.
To the benefit of the kid that hit the home run and was a little cocky and sat down on third base, he did go out after the game and not only shook their hand like they normally do, he did go up to the coaches and talk to the other team's coaches. So I will give him that. So on social media, they weren't kind of showing that part of it. It's like, I will...
social media wasn't showing the
apology.
Yeah, the redeeming part of it.
Correct.
They're only
So I will give him props for that. At the same time, don't fucking sit down on third base like you're Buddha.
You're
12 years old.
You're 12. Keep it moving.
That really irks me.
It's like, okay, stomping on the home plate when you hit a home run. I'm not going to hold that again. But I mean, the sitting down.
Well, he had the bat flip first, which okay, fine.
That is now part of baseball.
Yes,
like
I will say he crushed it over the bleachers, like home run wall bleachers. Like it didn't even get close. So fine, bat flip, I'll let go. But the sitting down at third is really irked me. I looked at my oldest son. I said, if you ever did that, and my wife's like, I would slap you. Don't you ever do that. Like that's just disrespectful. So yeah, but yeah, the baseball gods came back but yeah, it was like. 2 straight walks to end it. That's a bad day.
Just imagine that kid 30 years from now while he's on his podcast talking about Oh, I remember that time in Little League when I sat down on third base and then walked 6 guys in the last inning to lose the game.
To be fair, Angel Hernandez was the umpire, so maybe it was a bad calls. I'm not sure. He called a ball before the kid threw it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. So, poor Angel.
I don't feel sorry for Angel. No.
No, not
He seems like he's doing a bang-up year this year. He's really done well.
No.
He did, 2 games this year?
I think he's up to 4 now.
Oh, okay.
He did minor league games. Not much better. He was in minors through June, I think they said. So, and then the minors said, we don't want him. We're good.
Great.
We'll go with we'll go with no umpire. We'll call our own balls and strikes.
I saw his lawsuit against baseball has been turned down by the appeals court, the appellate court.
Yes.
That's a shame.
I know.
Maybe he just filed it with the wrong court.
See, the problem is he's like talking, claiming it's discrimination on why he didn't get promoted. He doesn't realize that when you Google Angel Hernandez, the first 80 links are how terrible Angel Hernandez is as an umpire.
Angel Hernandez, if you don't know, is one of the worst umpires statistically. Like they do it. And the reason that we might have robot umpires calling balls and strikes.
He's a very big contributing factor to that.
Allegedly.
No, it's not alleged. Like Jeff said, the first 80 things that pop up when you search his name are all statistically backed pages telling you how bad he is at his job.
Yes. So go look for that. It's really great. Really great.
Yeah. Good way to burn an afternoon.
Yeah.
Something, we always talk about like the like super like mega dads who are always like pumping up their like 9-year-olds.
Oh yeah, the professional ball players that they are.
Earlier this week, I've watched and participated in some streams on Whatnot.
Okay,
it's like it's a live eBay kind of deal where like people like have streams, and it's mostly like sports memorabilia,
like selling it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like the big thing with memorabilia, they do like these breaks where like you'll buy into a break, and like they have memorabilia from say like every NFL team.
Okay.
Like they have like autographed mini helmets or jerseys. So you buy into a break, and then once it's full, they do like a randomized like wheel where like they pull a number, and that number they open up that box, and whoever has that team wins that memorabilia.
Okay.
Kind of one of those kind of deals.
Okay.
So I've been kind of participating in that for a little bit, and have found some guys that are pretty good guys, and gotten like to talk with them and stuff. And somebody had recommended another person's stream because he had some Bengal stuff in his stream, and that's typically what I chase is the Bengal stuff. And I went into this guy's room, and he's like kind of talking in between like breaks. He's kind of waiting for like more people to get in the room before he starts, and he's talking about his kid. And he's like, "Man, this is real deal. I thought I was good when I was a kid.
That's always a good sign.
As good as I was, he's got it. He has got it. He's got the swag. He's got it. He's 10. Or no, he's 12.
Okay.
No.
He's
He's 10, but he was playing with 12-year-olds.
Oh yeah,
So
when they play up.
He was playing up 2 years.
Oh yeah.
And like just like he's the number one catcher in the league.
Sure.
Like and like I don't know what it is, man, but he's just got it. And I was like, you suck. Like,
I'm not bidding on any of your crap.
I just literally like there's like it's a stream, so like you can chat.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how the room flows. Like people are chatting with the host.
Yeah.
I was just like, you suck, and then I just left the room. I didn't even like stick around. I'm like, and I blocked him. I'm like, this guy, like, you are terrible.
The best part is his 10-year-old playing a 12-year. Okay, whatever. The funny thing is, Wait till he starts. Okay, if he's that good, so he'll be 11 this year, playing 13U. Let me tell you, there's a big change
difference
between 12 and 13. Those kids start hitting puberty.
Yeah.
That ball comes from 55 miles an hour and is now 70 miles an hour. See how your kid is the real deal at that age. Or here's an idea: just keep him in the same age. Crazy idea. Let him be a kid.
But he's got it.
He does.
He's so
He does.
good.
He does.
That
I think he's already been signed by colleges and recruited.
They had to change that rule. You're not allowed signing 14-year-olds anymore.
He's not a 14-year-old.
No,
he's
no.
a 10-year-old.
Sorry, Mike. You can't do 14, but 10 is fine. Okay.
10's good.
Yeah. They actually had to change those rules because colleges were signing 14-year-olds. One of my friends has Roku, I think it is, and there's like this obscure sports channel on there. They were showing 14U baseball games, and they were saying that LSU was interested in this kid, and this kid was this. And he texted me, he's like, every single one of these kids is bigger than us. Like, it's like, are you like the 14U kids that are like 6'3", and like every single one of them can hit a home run? It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, maybe little Johnny has steroids.
maybe.
Or it's a stacked team.
It is, but it's just funny. Like
the 14 tallest boys in the state of Arkansas are all.
My oldest son has been to a couple out of town tournaments and that, and it's always funny. Like you see, like they went to one in Kentucky, like really beautiful fields. They played a team from Illinois. Well, if you're driving to Elizabethtown, Kentucky, you're not from Illinois. You're going to have a good team, right? Every single one of those kids was twice my height. It was like not that high, but like they were tall, they were big.
Well, we're in Illinois. It's not that far from Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
About 6 hours, I think they said they drove, which isn't horrible.
Probably Chicago then.
Yeah, they were Chicago.
Okay. If they're in southern Illinois, that's like a 3-hour drive.
But
3-hour drive.
But it was just funny because it's like, if you're coming from, oh no, I'm not mad at you. You're going to bring the best players because
it's always been like that. Like when I was when I was 16, 17 in travel ball, like we would go out of town for those kind of tournaments or like World Series that we would qualify for.
Yeah.
And you would always do that. Like you would talk to players who were on other teams that their seasons were done or like they were done for the year, and it would be like, well, you want to keep playing, like you can come with us. And and
that's how the Little League World Series is. They just put the best kids.
Yeah, they take the best kids from all the teams in the town and make a super team.
Yeah, none of those teams have been together long.
No.
So, hey, make sure though you don't sit on third base.
Yeah,
baseball god does not like that. So, anything else, Jeff? You got anything?
I'll just say right now my down is that Blake is skipping out of here to go watch the Guardians against the Reds. Mm-hmm. And as I just checked, 8th inning, the Guardians are winning 3-0. So Blake cheering for the wrong team is kind of annoying.
Thanks, Blake.
Yeah, Blake.
Jerk.
Thanks.
Jerk. I just realized Twitter poll of the week was from last week. I think we talked about that last week.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
We skipped over it.
We did?
We didn't discuss this Twitter poll of the week. I don't remember doing so.
Okay, well, Twitter poll of the week, you can find us at Bad Ideas Podcast on X.
Even though it's still Twitter. I don't care what.
What is it called? Is it just X?
It's called X, but it's Twitter.
Okay.
I saw a lot of things. Still, everything is referring it to Twitter. I think like the web address or whatever still had Twitter in it or something like that. I saw.
We had, who is your favorite secondary character in Spider-Man: Across the Spider-Verse?
Stop watching Spider-Man.
Not this one. This one's good.
It's better than Roadhouse.
I disagree.
Is Spider-Man No Way Home? That's the newest one, right?
Yes.
Is that streaming anywhere? I haven't seen anything for it.
I know Disney was streaming the other ones, which surprised me because, with them being Sony movies.
They just started getting those. I was just kind of wondering about that. Anyways, who's your favorite secondary character in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? You had Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2029. Or 2009, sorry. 2029. 6 years in the future. Look at all this. Gwen Stacy, a.k.a. Spider-Gwen. Pavatar? Yeah, Yeah. Spider-Man India. And Hobie, a.k.a. Spider-Punk. Different types of Hobie. In last place, Spider-Man India was 6%, which is a shame. I really like that character in there. I actually like all four of these. Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, and with 12%. And tied for first, Gwen Stacy and Hobie, Spider-Gwen and Spider-Punk, with 41% of the vote each.
Ooh, I voted for Miguel O'Hara.
I didn't know that we had a poll.
Well, it was last week.
2 weeks ago,
yeah.
so I forgot to vote.
Spider-Punk's actually my least favorite of four of those. And I like him.
And his name's Hobie, and he's
Yeah.
your least favorite?
Yeah.
How many people voted for Hobie solely because they were voting for us?
I hope a lot.
Probably everyone who voted for Hobie.
That's what kind of what I thought too.
It is streaming on Stars, and you can rent or buy it on Prime or Amazon.
That's No Way Home.
Or yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So there you go. You got to have Stars anyway to watch Heels.
That's true. I have not seen any heels.
Oh my god! Really? You haven't watched any of it yet?
It doesn't matter. I can't talk about it.
It doesn't matter. You should still be watching.
I know.
It is
I know.
awesome.
I know.
Like so good. Like it.
So good.
In my opinion, it doesn't have any business being as good as it is.
Okay. Second season just came out.
Yeah, I think I watched the first 2 episodes. It's so good, man.
Yeah.
Steve, he is so good in it. Alexander Ludwig crushes it in that show.
CM Punk.
I mean, he's like an ancillary, like kind of.
Does he start shit?
No, he's kind of one of the old time guys that was like with his. Do you have any idea what the show is about?
Wrestling organization.
Okay,
Stephen
so
Amell.
I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to go into.
I do want to see it.
Story time with Brian about
Okay.
heels, but so like he's kind of like one of the old school guys that kind of comes back to help the
Organization.
yeah.
Okay.
But like Mike O'Malley, if you're familiar
Yes.
with him, so he's like the creator. Like he does all the writing for it and he acts in it. So he is like the front of a competitor, wrestling organization. So, but it's like in like Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah, it's a local one,
So it's
right?
like Georgia and Florida. Like they each have like
Independent.
competing organizations. And like, but he's just it doesn't have any business being that good.
Gotcha.
But I thoroughly enjoy it.
Real quick, because I know you watch the show. Of course, you've been behind. The Rookie.
Yeah, I'm like way behind at this point.
I think we're now just catch up. We're on episode 13 of the new season.
Okay.
And we've been kind of binging it now lately. It's really gotten good.
Yeah, like when we stopped, it was good, but like we hit that like stage like right out of COVID where it was like we just stopped watching everything because that's all we had been doing for like a year and a half, 2 years straight was just like crushing through shows.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I gotta like chill.
Yeah.
So like we kind of gave up like on all those shows that we were watching, like, you know, that were still on.
We don't even have many shows left on network TV. Like, we don't even have many shows to watch anymore. Like, we're looking for them. And I know there's tons out there, but it's like overwhelming. And you're like, what the fuck? So, like,
Heels. You should watch Heels.
We don't have Stars.
It's like, I think it's like 99 cents a month for the first 3 months. Or
Is season 2 completely out?
no.
Okay, I'll wait till that's out.
Hang on. I'll actually answer that question for you in just a second.
But the Rookie, like, his the one he's training, she's annoying. She's not my favorite.
Have you watched any of the spin-off?
No, it looked awful.
Like, yeah, like,
And I like the people in it, but the characters looked awful.
yeah.
But the second season, or I mean, this season of Rookie, like it's starting to they're doing really well. Like they know their sweet spot, but they're changing people's roles in that, and I really like it. And like the people they have at it, I'm good with.
So the second season is week by week,
Okay,
but I recommend it.
Brian, why don't you do some listener feedback?
I could do some of the bomb listener feedback. Brought to you this week by Hello Jeff. promo code HobiePod to save 20% on your Hello Jeff subscription box.
20%. Well, wait a minute.
Well, we've been behind. We got some catching up to do to our clients here. What do we got this week in the box?
This week we've got the ingredients to make a nice coq au vin.
Okay.
Chicken and wine, or chicken nuggets and a bottle of Boone's Farm.
Do you dip the chicken nuggets into it?
You can do whatever the hell you want with it.
I like it.
Although the places where we're not allowed to send alcohol across state, you'll get Welch's grape juice.
Ohio and Welch's grape juice. Oh, you're in state. So.
We're in state, so we can sell it here.
Are you? Because I heard your distribution company is now in Saskatoon.
No.
Allegedly.
That's for our Canadian.
Oh, you guys have grown really a lot.
Yeah, we sell things in Canada now.
What's that all about?
Out of Saskatoon.
Huh.
Yeah. Chicken nuggets and wine, never a bad combo.
It's also on Fox this year. Coming to Fox.
Chicken nuggets and wine?
At 9:30 on Sundays. Chicken nuggets and wine. It's right after Not Good, Not Great will make you ejaculate. So, there you go.
It's the worst night of television ever.
Before that, Lemons and Turpentine program. Turpine. And then Adorable program. And then Not Good, Not Great will make you ejaculate. And then Chicken and Nuggets and Wine.
Chicken and nuggets and wine?
Yeah, it is now.
You would think that the chicken nuggets and wine would come before the
Not good, not great.
Yeah, you'd think.
Well, it is Fox.
It is Fox.
Good news is Chicken and Nuggets and Wine is actually directed by Katie Cassidy, so just let you guys know.
The one episode of it. Oh, man. As long as it doesn't go up against 5 depressing dudes.
Yeah. That's on CBS on Thursdays at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So after Dan and Dan 2.0.
Beautiful. All right.
Our schedule is getting really filled out.
I'm really excited. We should probably have that done by the expo.
Oh, I think we will. CBS has nothing on Friday, so we're kind of struck on that.
Okay.
So
we start off listener feedback with that one guy.
Number one fan.
8 pans.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
7.
Billy Bob.
Chili Billy.
Sunny D.
Postman.
Comes twice.
Dad.
Carl Malone.
Carl Malone? What?
No, he's the mailman.
Oh, that's right.
It's Doug.
Doug.
Yeah. Doug says in episode 50 in December of 2014, Jason said he would have a pool within 5 years. How have I never been invited to a pool party?
We decided to have kids instead. Kind of put a tamper on money. So, yeah, kids are expensive.
But now that you have the kids and they're grown up and...
Still poor.
Okay.
So, still can't afford a $60,000 pool right now. But...
What about a $6 pool?
We've had those. They break.
And you didn't invite Doug.
I apologize. Doug, when we buy a new pool, like a real pool, you'll be the 6th person we invite.
I mean, I'm just surprised you didn't invite him the one day you invited me out to run through the sprinkler.
Well,
would have been a lot more fun if Doug were here.
Running through the sprinkler, coming to CBS on Fridays at 8 o'clock.
Ooh.
It's a competition.
The competition show.
See who can
stay the driest.
Who can dodge the most water. If you can dodge water,
you can dodge a ball.
You get a wrench thrown at you while you're going through the sprinkler. I like this.
Well, that's why, Doug. Yeah. So, all right. Next from Meow God at Meow God.
I'm not on the wrong page.
Seriously.
Oh, we're still going.
3 times is a charm. Oh, okay. I didn't do that one.
Sorry.
I'm
going to sit on the other side of the table next week just so Jason can't get hands.
I'm all handsy. I'm all hands.
They say they just bought some black pink Oreos. I swear if I get diabetes, I'm blaming Hobie.
Don't blame me for those black pink Oreos.
What are the black pink Oreos?
I'll see if I can find them. The next question is a mistake by the intern fax machine. You can wait till next week on that one.
Oh, okay.
So we'll wait on that.
So, I mean,
He said they were not great either. So
I just like black pink. Is it like black licorice or is it like a?
I mean, are they the
it's
pink
black
one?
pink Oreo.
Oh, it's a pink cookie with a black.
He is overseas. So
I think he is in Malaysia.
yep.
Malaysia.
So if it's the same pink cookie we tried, probably not good. If it's those peach blossom flavored cookies,
Can't be, right? They wouldn't dare make more than one of that iteration, right?
I don't know.
Wow. Well, I mean, I appreciate the effort to join in on the Oreo challenge with us. So
Yeah, they probably don't get
Strawberry flavored cream.
the black cream is strawberry flavored.
That's what it says. Chocolate sandwich cookies with strawberry flavored cream.
Wait, did I look at the picture right? That was a pink cookie with black cream?
Yeah.
Or
That's interesting.
that's
that-
wild.
Yeah. Don't buy that because that's expensive.
no, that picture is a black cookie with pink cream.
I mean, black pink, that would make sense. The cookies are black, the pink.
Yeah.
It would make sense. It would be.
So strawberry.
No, those
cream.
might not be bad.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
So Doug did
So
send
now
us,
we got to look up for black pink ones.
Yeah.
So Doug did send us a website, Galaxy Snacks.
Okay.
So have you ever heard of them? Mm-mm. So I'm going to do this actually after the expo when we get back into our studios.
When you get all the money.
Oh yeah. They have different snacks you can, and I think they're local actually. You can buy, and some of the Oreos are Oreo mango from China.
Ooh, I don't think that I could do that.
I like mango, but I have a feeling it's going to taste like peach blossom.
Yeah, it's a very
We
real
do have
concern.
peach blossom,
No, why would we do that?
Oreo cinnamon bun.
We've had those.
Not Cinnabon, sorry. Cinnamon bun from Korea.
Korean cinnamon buns.
We had the Canadian cinnamon buns that Dr.
Those were
made.
delightful.
Yeah.
This is the one that I want, but they're sold out. And another reason that I'm waiting is because a lot of these are
They're
sold.
sold out.
They replenish. Oreo blueberry ice cream. Oh, that's an ice cream. Oreo blueberry ice cream.
It's real ice cream or just
I
ice
guess.
cream flavored? Blueberry ice cream
I don't
flavored.
know, but it looks amazing. From Indonesia. That's the one I really want. Oreo strawberries, we've tried that one. Hershey's cookies and cream tart. Could be interesting.
A tart cookies and cream?
An Oreo cake choco coated from Egypt. So that could be interesting. From Malaysia, Oreo peanut butter and chocolate. But it's not like just, it's like super peanut buttery. Like,
It's not the peanut butter pie that we get here.
correct. Oreo peach blossom.
No.
No, we've already said no
Stop
to
it.
that.
Stop saying peach blossom
Stop
Oreo.
trying to make peach blossom happen.
Oreo ultra thin rose.
I'm sure it's probably as close to peach blossom as I wouldn't want to get.
Yeah. So just some of the things. Oreo mango could be interesting. Oreo ultra thin vanilla from China.
Well, you can't screw up vanilla, can you?
No. Chips Ahoy red grape. That sounds awful. That's from China.
Aren't those called raisins?
Chips Ahoy soft baked sandwich cookies, cranberry and cream. Cranberry and cream.
Well, that sounds good.
Would be a nice fall cookie.
This is amazing. Ritz crackers, 7-layer cheese.
7 layers of cheese on a cracker?
Yeah.
So is it like the most stuffed Ritz?
Well, they keep having like wafers in between or crackers in between.
Oh, so it's
yeah.
like, okay.
Oreo white peach.
No. I want nothing.
White peach could be good.
This is coming from one of the biggest peach flavored fans of anything. I love peach just about anything. I want nothing to do with an Oreo or a cookie that's peach.
And finally, Oreo blueberry raspberry from China. That could be good.
Could be good.
That could be good. So that's just some of the things that we're going to be looking at here, along with Lay's roasted chicken wings chips.
Ooh.
That
Lay's
one doesn't sound too bad, to be honest.
Lay's beef Wellington.
No, thank you. I'm good. I'm okay.
Well, I mean, that'll be interesting because beef Wellington's got layers of flavor in there.
That sounds awful.
Where
it's like the Cuban sandwich one.
They've got like a mushroom
spread
spread and a pate in there, and then the...
You know, when I'm eating my chips, I really want pate with my potato chips. You know what this potato chip's missing?
If you're
Pate.
getting steak on it anyway...
Lay's grilled squid.
Nope.
You can't have that. Cheetos steak.
Cheetos steak.
I'm interested.
Let's see here. Lay's Italian red meat. Sounds like a porn. It's also coming to Fox on
Italian red meat.
Hosted by Ron Jeremy. Wait, isn't he dead?
No, just in jail.
Oh, he's in prison. Yeah.
Italian red meat coming to Fox on 9:30 on Thursdays. So after less than Tony.
So how do you eat an Italian sausage?
Did you see? Time out. That's synergy right there. Less than Tony with Tony Danza, and then Italian red meat. Look at us go.
Hosted by Tony Danza. It's Tony Danza hour.
Well, that's okay. Before that is Cannibalism is Okay with Army Hammer. And after
and Tony Danza for the first episode.
The whole night kicks off with Legal Custodians.
Oh man. That's I still wish that Scrubs would have done like an episode of that show within like rather than just the way that they did it. Because that would have been so good.
There's Cheetos turkey leg and Lay's cucumber.
Nope. No. Cucumber is not good to begin with.
I like cucumber.
I do too.
But
I like cucumber if you pickle it in brine and dill.
That's called
exactly.
Cucumber, anything like gets rough once you start adding it to different things. Sure. Like we had cucumber Gatorade one time. Oh, that was awful.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, we tried it just to be like fun. Like it was before we stopped at UDF before one of my son's baseball games to get Gatorade and at sunflower season. He was like, "Oh, we should try that," and he got it was awful.
I hope you got another one when that failed.
Lay's sweet potato and brown sugar.
Nope. God no.
Oh
no.
Lay's roasted goose.
No.
Roasted goose potato chip sounds good.
Lay's stack cucumber chips.
Nah.
And yam tomatoes. Lay's.
Nope.
The yam should have been part of the sweet
potato.
The brown sugar sweet potato. Like it could have just been like.
Well, yams and sweet potatoes are two different things.
It is amazing just to see like what's out there from around the world, like some of that stuff. So I think there was one that was crawfish. That was potato chips.
Nope.
Ugh. The beef Wellington might be the oddest. Like, hey, make some beef Wellington in here.
Do they just like wrap the potato chip in like
in
pastry dough? And then so there you go, Meow God. If you get diabetes, it is not our fault. All right, next we have from Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
It's not evil.
He's just handled that way.
He's just my brother. Buc-ee's is building a new store in Huber Heights, which is close to Cincinnati. When is the Hobie meetup there?
The Hobie meetup there is March 31st, 2042.
I was going to say 89.
I'm quite certain that you can see Doug there any day of the week.
Yes.
And probably twice on Sundays.
When he retires, he'll be just working there as the greeter, I think. So, or he might be in the big beaver outfit. I could see Doug doing that.
Maybe they could have him like riding around the parking lot with his horse, like in the beaver outfit,
throwing beaver nuggets at people.
Problem is the gloves for the beaver hands probably won't go over his hand, so it'll just be a whole beaver and then just his regular hands.
He won't need the gloves. I mean, people aren't going to believe those are real human hands.
And there's not a beaver in the world with hands that big.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
it's a nice marmot.
Polar bear fell on me. So there you go, Randall. That's when we'll have our meetup there.
Mark it down.
Let's see here from Dev, the Psy guy. Is Kevin Costner still a better GM choice for the Cleveland Browns? Yes.
Yep.
1,000%.
Yep.
Yep. He didn't draft Deshaun Watson or sign him.
He didn't. He yeah.
Didn't that movie come out like our first or second year of this podcast?
Yeah, I got it for Blake for Christmas that year. I think it was the second year.
Again, not a great film, but it's a good movie.
Somehow they got like 16 first-round picks and only gave up a third round and a kicker.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could do that in real life, they would do it.
Guys, I have to admit, this might be the year for the Browns.
Oh, did you see the hype video of them?
Yes.
With Deshaun Watson walking towards the net and throwing the ball right in the hoop?
Yeah.
Man, I was psyched. I was like,
He is.
you know what? The Bengals are fucked this year.
Yeah, they are.
He looks good.
Nobody can do hype videos like the Browns.
Yeah.
So
Like, my 9-year-old nephew can do that. He's the real deal.
he plays 13U football.
Yeah, he's playing on the...
Could you imagine a 10U kid playing 12U football? Well, hand off to little Johnny, and he's dead. He just got destroyed.
No, usually if a 10-year-old is playing 12-year-old football, it's because he's too big to play with 10-year-olds.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
Probably bigger than a lot of the 12-year-olds.
Right. Yeah. It's more about size in football than it is about ability for children.
Little Johnny at 10U is 72 pounds. He's going to be playing 12U this year. He'll be fine.
I'm up to 94. Thank you very much.
That's a great film. Draft Day. Great film.
Draft day.
Good cast. Chadwick Boseman.
Yep.
I think this is what inspired us to do Draft Day, too.
I think it is.
Let's see here. We did have a correction from the Pop Culture Cafe.
Hey, mate.
Regarding my top 5 fictional families, please note I'm an old man. The Taylors I referred to last week are from the Andy Griffith Show, not some new age TV show.
We apologize.
I don't apologize. I mean, come on. It was like the third Taylor family.
Yeah.
Home Improvement?
Yeah, I honestly would have went with Home Improvement, that Taylor family, over him choosing Coach and
I'll be
Tammy
honest,
Taylor.
he's a single dad. We can't have that in America.
But,
It's a bad representation.
yeah.
You know what's a bad representation?
What's that?
Only white people live there.
Whoa.
Have you seen a non-white person in any episode of Andy Griffith's show?
I think Andy had an Italian cousin once.
Italian people are white.
That just meant that was about as ethnic.
Oh, that's as ethnic as they get. There was an English man in an episode.
I think you're right. There was a hillbilly in one episode.
More than one episode.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you saw the deputy.
It's true.
I can't answer that question.
I saw a lot of Andy Griffith in my day. I think you might be right.
Yeah.
There wasn't many on Gilligan's Island either.
Well, they didn't have a revolving cast of... Well, I guess they did have visitors all the time.
How did everyone get off the island but them?
Yeah, why didn't they take anybody with them when they left?
Yes.
Like how did they get out?
The one episode last week I was watching was a guy that was doing butterfly. He was a butterfly professor or scientist.
But he told him he'd send people back.
Yeah, it's like, just what? Like, no. I mean, to be honest, you could kill him, take his transportation. No one's going to know.
My favorite was at the Mosquitoes, their Beatles type band that was trying to get away.
Yes.
So they went on the island and realized the island was worse than being famous rock stars and left them there.
Yes.
Hey,
Well, you know,
Gilligan's Island had the Harlem Globetrotters.
They did. Those assholes didn't help either.
They did. It was actually after they got off the island and opened it as a resort.
Oh. That'd been a good idea.
yeah.
Did they make a sequel show? Or was it a movie?
Made for TV movie.
Oh, that's actually a good
That's
idea.
what I should have answered. Harlem Globetrotters on Two T's of Paradise. He asked, "What's your favorite made-for-TV movie? Not miniseries or whatnot, but movie." And
That'd been
but that should be it. Gilligan's Island with the Harlem Globetrotters.
like that. Yeah. Remember when Globetrotters were a thing?
They still are a thing. They're just not as big of
I
a
bet you
thing.
that bucket has confetti. Oh, you're so funny. It's a confetti bucket. Oh, jeez.
Confetti's funny. I'm sorry.
It's not water.
I know, but it looks like water when you throw it. Like it rushes out and glitters like water does, but then you don't get people wet.
Goodness, those Globetrotters are hilarious. I hope he brings the ladder out.
Hey, man. They're just doing their thing.
Obviously.
They still entertain people. People still pay to see them. So.
Stop seeing the Globetrotters.
Can't believe you're dissing the Globetrotters.
Fucking hate
What'd they ever do to you?
I bet against the general against them every time.
Why?
They're due.
The Washington Generals are due.
Was it The Simpsons?
I think it was, yes.
It was Homer.
Yep.
I thought they were due. What else we got?
Wrapping this up with Professor Number 1 at Dr. Number 1. Bernard Hill is coming to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Yay!
Question mark.
I'm Ron Burgundy. What is your favorite British skit from his sketch comedy show?
It's his favorite skit from his British sketch comedy
sorry,
show. I moved the British in the wrong.
What's your favorite skit from his British sketch comedy show?
I think that's Benny Hill is what he's thinking about.
I was going to say the Ministry of Silly Walks.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, okay.
I like the one when they play.
Yakety Sax?
Yeah, that one.
I prefer the one where they turn beef Wellington into potato chips.
Oh yeah, you know it's made of people.
That's Soylent Green.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's Italian red meat.
Yes,
That's
coming to Fox Thursdays at 9:30.
Hey.
Stay around after for Italian red meat. You have Indiana Jones and the Quest for Birth Control.
yeah. I was just gonna
like
say.
that
I mean, the mafia have to dispose of people somehow.
Allegedly, I like that Fox moved their news back to 11 with our new thing.
Oh, yeah, because the local Fox affiliate always.
Well,
had
I mean,
10
with
o'clock news.
With 10 o'clock shows like iWiz, Indiana Jones, and the Quest for Birth Control, sort of. Oh no, that's not. We don't have one that night. Douche Academy. I mean, how else can you
Douche Academy?
Yeah, actually, we don't have a lot of 10 o'clock ones.
Yeah, we gotta get on that.
Yeah, so just to let you guys know. What do we got next?
We have a rank 'em
Rank 'em.
from Dr. Number 1. He would like us to rank 'em the Golden Girls.
Rank the girl. How are we ranking them? Favorites?
Favorite
I'm by height.
by
B.
age.
Arthur wins.
By age.
I think B. Arthur wins. So I go sit by favorites, right? So who's your favorite?
Rose.
The one that
Rose.
made me laugh the most is Rose.
Yep. I like Blanche. After that,
Well, Dorothy would be last. If I'm going by, if I'm going by sheer number of
What's the mom's
laughs.
name?
Sophia.
Sophia.
Yeah, I would say Rose, Sophia. For me, Dorothy, and then Blanche.
Oh, you're throwing Blanche at the
I would do
bottom.
Rose, Sophia, Blanche,
And Dorothy.
Dorothy.
I'm
I think
with
I would.
Jason on that.
Yeah.
I think I would have to move Blanche down just one. Dorothy was kind of annoying. She was like the overbearing mom.
Yeah.
So, I don't like that one. There you go. Rank them. If you want us to rank any other things, just send it on in. It's a good one.
We'll rank them by height.
Or age. Or
So that's the question: are we ranking the characters by age or the actresses who
actresses.
played them?
Well, that's too factual.
Because
And are we ranking them
Sophia
by?
would be in a different spot.
Would that be ranking them at the time in the Golden Girls, or when they died, or when? Like, there's a lot of options here.
Yeah, Betty White's number one because she outlived them all.
Yes. Then B. Arthur?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember if B. Arthur.
Del Getty, and then Blanche. Blanche, I think, was the first one to die.
Well, now I got something to look up.
I really don't know the order in which the Golden Girls have died. I do not know that.
Well, while Jeff looks that up, let me give you some news of the geek
You
music.
ever wonder when Spider-Man
Nope.
goes to the bathroom?
I'm Brad.
What are you doing?
I was trying to look for music. That's the news of the geek this week.
You're just hitting buttons. You're not even on the right page.
Hi, I'm Brad. Do you ever wonder when Spider-Man goes to the bathroom?
That would be, don't hit that button. Don't
News
hit
of
it.
the geek.
It doesn't work. Don't.
It's time for another episode of the News of the Geek.
At least I have an excuse. I'm just hitting buttons. You're not even. You're just. I'm hitting the screen.
I'll hit the screen anytime I want to hit the screen.
Shut up, Jeff.
What,
you are.
what are you hitting?
Jeff is hitting a screen.
But what did you hit?
Buttons.
Oh, okay.
He said buttons originally.
I heard buttons.
Benjamin Buttons.
Buttons.
I'm British. I'm Benjamin Button. I grew backwards. I'm now a baby. But I have the brain of a 90-year-old.
Why are you continuing to do that?
News of the Geek this week from for comicbookmovie.com, where Jeff gets all of his news from. According to Beyond the Trailer, where Brian gets all of his news from.
all my trailers come from Beyond the Trailer.
Not movie trailers.
BTT. Yep.
Real trailers.
No, well, both.
Both.
Actually, yeah.
Adam Driver, Matt Smith, and Dev Patel are all on the short list to play MCU's Reed Richards. No, they're not! Adam Driver said no. Stop it. In the new Fantastic Four movie. As for Andor star Iban Mas Baccarat, he's not being eyed to play Galactus and is in fact likely going to be playing the Herald of Galactus.
Ah, the Herald.
The Silver Surfer. The actor is expected to take on the role of an earlier Herald. Oh, no, not Silver Surfer. I'm sorry. The actor is expected to take on the role of an earlier Herald based on past reports. It will be Terex. Oh, I love Terex. It's still unclear whether Joseph Quinn will play the Human Torch, but it does sound like Vanessa Kirby is locked in for Invisible Woman, Sue Storm.
Joseph Quinn would be cool as the Human Torch.
The biggest rumor we have to share with you today is that Fantastic Four will be set in the 1960s with Marvel's first family later finding their way into the present day, similar to how Captain America was a man out of his time. They're going to be frozen?
Just their heads.
If true, there's a... Walt Disney will be there, too.
Yeah.
Put him on a little robot. If it's true, this is a clever way, is it, to put a fresh spin on a team while leaning into the tone of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's early Fantastic Four adventures, which are horrible. Fantastic Four is set to be released in theaters May 2nd, 2025. Not going to happen. I like the idea of it taking place in the 1960s. Like, I don't think we've really seen a real Marvel one in that era, did we? Agent
60s?
Carter was the 50s and 40s.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, they went to the 90s for Captain Marvel.
Captain America's the 40s. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be interesting. And then they'll explain where they were, or is it just multiverse shit?
I think they're going to take a jump into the now present day. They're going to skip all those years.
But, I mean, they're going to show where they formed in the 60s?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
And then have they been hiding for 40, 50,
well, no, I think
years?
they're going to be like a time jump. Like they're going to get sucked into a time vortex.
Oh, gotcha.
Kitty Pryde's going to move them forward.
They're going to be out of time.
Yes.
Gotcha. So they became superheroes and then disappeared.
Yes. I kind of like the idea of if you're going to do that, that's probably the team to do that era in. I have no issue with that.
I definitely agree.
Was X-Men First Class? When was that set?
That was the 60s.
Was it Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because JFK. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Cuban Missile Crisis, 63.
Yep.
62.
So, it doesn't matter. This film's not getting made.
Like an ever?
Well, nothing's getting made right now, so...
Hey, Adam Driver's still circling the thing. No, he's not! There was another article that I read today about Fantastic Four.
Are they even allowed to negotiate
No, I don't think
right
so.
now? So, I mean, it's ridiculous to even speculate.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny because they're like, they may go back to Adam Driver after the strike. Stop it! No, they're not. They may go back to him. He's not taking it. I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean, he might need to take it after the strike.
I think the sequel to 65 will work.
Yeah, 66. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah. They go back farther in time?
Yeah.
Nice. I've got my updates here.
Yes.
Estelle Getty passed away in 2008.
Okay.
B. Arthur, 2009.
Wow.
Rue McClanahan, 2010. And Betty White, 2021.
She said, fuck you, bitches. I'm not dying in 2011.
No, they went every 3 years in a row.
Sorry, you sat through 2020.
And it was December 31st of 2021, so one day before.
I feel like...
and 2 weeks before her 100th birthday?
100, yep.
I feel like she's done, she was smart to, live this long. I mean, 2011, the world's got a whole lot better since then. So I feel like she saw the best of the humanity since then.
I will say that she made it better.
She did make it better. She did.
She made it a little bit more enjoyable.
She did not leave dogs on the side of the road.
No, she was a gigantic animal advocate and has done
Yes.
wonderful things.
Yes. Per comicbookmovie.com. Wow. Sense of theme this week. Shazam was a critical and commercial hit when it was released in 2019. While it didn't exactly break box office records, it was an undeniable success and remains one of DC EU's best reviewed movies. In comparison, Shazam! Fury of the Gods was a dismal failure, making a mere $133 million worldwide and receiving clearly mixed response from critics, 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. Still hard to pinpoint where exactly things went horribly wrong for the sequel. The gap between the first and second installments was perhaps a little too big. 3 years?
Yeah, 3 years is not too big.
It's pretty standard, like follow-up for most superhero films. 2 to 3 years.
You know what happened in the meantime?
Yeah, COVID.
COVID and the theater business being shut down for a long, extended period of time.
The decision to introduce newly created villains instead of picking up on the previous movie's post-credit scene tease was also questionable. I couldn't even tell you who the post-credit scene was. Black Adam, meanwhile, did little to help matters.
Yeah, Black Adam coming out in between them didn't help.
Or right. Black Adam not appearing in Shazam! Fury of the Gods did not help either. No. During a recent interview with the Film Up podcast, fuck you, Shazam himself, Zachary Levi,
he just fucked the Film Up podcast?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's another podcast.
Hey, it's 9:29.
Fuck you, timer.
Do you know where your children are?
Nope. Was asked whether he'll be part of James Gunn and Peter Safran's new DCU. The latter produced the Shazam.
The what?
The latter.
Like, is that a combination ladder?
Yes. Franchise and is close friends with Levi. But after previously saying that his future under DC Studios hinged on the sequel's success, well, the actor doesn't seem convinced. Quote, I don't know what the future holds for all of it, because unfortunately the second movie was not as well received. I have no idea where we go from here. He also would go on to say that he believes the movie is one which will one day be revisited by fans, perhaps viewed in a different light.
No, I think he's right. I think when you look back on it, it'll get better reviews than it did when it first came out.
It's not horrible.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's middle of the road. For DCU, I guess that's good. I just hope that or believe that history will show it will be one of those things that people will go back and watch Fury of the Gods on home streaming or on a plane or whatever, and it will be this movie that they heard so much shit about, and they'll be like, well, wait a minute.
That sounds like he is trying to tell people to go watch this movie.
I think he might be right, though. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'd be as bad as people were claiming.
It wasn't horrible. It was just like,
I mean, half the critics who watched it gave it a good review for the 49%, or just under half of them.
I really enjoyed the first Shazam, and I like him, and I like the cast in it, the characters. This one was kind of boring. Like, it just wasn't there.
I guess the question was jumping from, solo Shazam to the whole Marvel family and, 6 superheroes.
Yeah.
Was that too much?
I kind of like the dynamics of the whole family working together. Finally, per comicbookmovie.com, Jesus, where everyone gets their news from this week.
It's been a busy week in comic book.
No one sends me articles anymore. There are occasions when...
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Apparently it's where Jason gets all his news.
Apparently. I was trying to start before you. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, if you just ask people to send you articles...
Hey, Brian, send me some articles. Hey,
okay.
News of the listeners, send some articles.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I don't know, this was voted the least liked segment from our podcast.
Why the fuck are we doing this then? Next, moving on. Let's do some box office news and world reports. Matt Damon lost out on $250 million by not signing with Avatar. He decided to make a different film instead. He was doing Bourne's...
he was already committed to Bourne.
Yeah.
And
then he made a fracking one with John Krasinski. So that's why. So James Cameron said, hey, I'll ask him back, but not for $250 million. Because Matt Damon was going to get a salary and then part of it.
This is a 3-month-old news report.
Box office news and world reports. Take it away, Jeff.
You didn't even mention that Leonardo DiCaprio almost was Spider-Man.
He was almost Spider-Man.
And Tom Cruise was almost Iron Man.
Supposedly he's coming back in the new ones as a multiverse version.
Yeah, they were saying that for
Mountain of Madness or whatever that is. Doctor Strange.
was it Doctor Strange? No,
Yeah.
it was it was Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They said he was going to be in the Illuminati. Was going to
Yeah.
be Tom Cruise, and that didn't happen.
It did not happen.
So I'll believe it when I see it.
Yes. What else we got? Box office news.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, bombs. Per 411 Mania, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny had one last week in the top 10 as it was down 44% in its seventh week. Excuse me, to $899,000. The film now has grossed $172.6 million domestically and $370.4 million worldwide against a $300 million budget. It'll probably end around 175 domestically and lose money when you factor in the promotions.
Brian, people stop seeing Indiana Jones.
Did they start?
It wasn't a bad film. I enjoyed it.
I'll never start telling people to start see Indiana Jones.
Have you seen any of them?
Yeah, I've seen the first three.
Oh, okay.
The first one's worth seeing.
Yeah, first one's good.
899,000. You know, back during COVID, this would be the number one for the box office that week.
Yes, it would.
That would have been all of the movies combined.
If you look at it in that way,
Remember when
when COVID was out, remember that $899,000 would have been the best movie of the week.
Remember when like the number one was like 5,500?
Yeah.
Remember when there was like weeks where the number one was zero because there wasn't any?
And then the drive-thrus were like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wow, this movie is number 5 for the week. It made $35.
You know, I was thinking about that about a month ago. Like some of the cool stuff that like came out during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wish that more of that happened.
Yeah.
Like Metallica did like a drive-in movie concert.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks did one, like a
Bon
live.
Jovi did one.
Yeah, like those kind of things. I mean, I know they're touring now, and
Yeah.
you know they're obviously making way more money by touring and doing those things. But I was like,
But they could do one concert and show it to everybody.
like just some of that stuff that like that came out during COVID, like
It was even fun. Like, it sucked not having movies, and that's
obviously.
it.
But
Like, it was enjoyable. Like, my kids and my wife and I were like, oh, Scooby-Doo, the animated one came out. It's like, oh, we'll go rent it. Why? We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Might as well do it.
I did find it fun, like the musicians were like making songs over the internet together and whatnot. Like, people who would never play with each other are now, emailing each other, clips, and they're adding to it and whatnot.
We played a tabletop game with Jeff. Jeff got one together with your friends. We did that. That was fun.
Oh, yes.
That was kind of different. Now we just see each other and do it. But that was kind of fun. But yeah, I agree with you.
there was just some cool things that like obviously something needed, like, they still needed to work or be creative. And I just was thinking about that the other day, how some of that stuff was really cool. Like a lot of the musicians like would do live streams, or where you could just like, you pay like $5 and then you could stream like a live concert, or like that they were doing in their like, in their living room or whatever. Like just, I
was watching something about that, this a couple weeks ago, probably a couple months ago, about COVID, like, just wrestling, like having an empty seat arena.
Yeah.
And it was just weird to see.
Yeah, that was weird. Baseball.
Yeah.
Playing in empty parks.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Japan, they played stuffed animals in the background.
Yeah. Well, they would put cutouts in.
Yeah. It's just got
you can sponsor a cutout.
no family get-togethers.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Sponsoring the cutouts was a cool thing.
Yeah.
Like we did that. We lost Eric, or Dr. Dana, Eric, my wife Erica, lost a family member during COVID, to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Worked for the Reds as an usher for a long time, so
I remember. Yeah.
we sponsored, did a cutout for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, after that for the following season. But that was kind of cool. Like, people, it was cool, like, seeing all the dogs. Like,
Yeah.
people, like, were, like, doing cutouts of, like, all of their animals.
There is like certain things like you're just like, oh. And it was kind of a different, I don't know. It was a different time.
Yeah, it's just weird, like, how really not long ago that was.
Yeah.
But it feels like it was so long
it does.
ago.
It does feel like it's so long ago. And you're like, that was just 2 years ago.
It feels like 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, but, yeah. So,
People had bunkers. God, crazy people. All right,
people hoarding toilet paper.
Remember toilet paper was a thing? Remember when Chips Beef Wellington was a thing? Lay's Beef Wellington?
yeah, you just told me about that.
Oh, sorry.
And
Yeah, it was a thing. What 15 minutes ago?
toilet paper has always been a thing in my life.
Well, me too. Me too.
It wasn't for a couple weeks in 2020.
I never not had toilet paper through
Pine cones.
any stretch of the pandemic. I always had toilet paper.
I did too.
I remember having to buy it a roll at a time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Jeez. That was...
And it was the cheap shit, too.
Yeah, we were, not to keep harking on this, but we were at Costco over the weekend, and, like, I don't know if I might have brought this up, but, like, we finally used, like, our last thing of disinfectant wipes, because you were always buying them.
Yep.
Wherever you saw them, you bought them. And, like, then, like, we just had so many of them. But it was, like, the first time that since then, we had to, like, buy
them.
And it was like, do you remember, like...
hand sanitizer?
Yeah, like, how you were fighting
Yes.
people? Like, how many people were waiting on Costco to bring a pallet of it out?
Yeah.
Like, timing the delivery trucks.
Yes.
Seeing people post on the internet, like, what day and what time all these stores got deliveries or got trucks. Like, so weird.
Oh, I feel even more sorry for every frontline retail worker that had to deal with that.
There's a small convenience store in Indiana that they were posting, like, hey, this is what we have, come out.
Sure.
And, like, don't kill each other, but, like, this is what we have. And I just remember, like, they would do daily updates, like, this is what we have in stock. And, like...
Just, like, thinking about that, too,
Yeah.
was, like, really wild. Like, while we were there, it's just, like...
How many road trips we did? Just, like, driving around
looking
town?
for stuff. Like,
Yeah.
driving around looking for...
Or just bored.
Right. Yeah.
Like, hey, kids,
Like-
let's go for a drive.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Saved a lot of money on parking, though. What else you got here?
We got the top 5 of this week.
Go ahead.
Number 1, Barbie again, another $34 million, a total of $526.5 million on a $128 million budget.
I think it might be a hit.
Seems like it.
Yes, I agree. Barbie, a hit.
Yes.
Also a hit, number 2, Oppenheimer, even though it's only number 2 because it was going against Barbie its whole time out.
Oppenheimer!
It made another $19 million, a total of $264.5 million on a budget of $100 million.
My wife and daughter actually saw Barbie this weekend.
All right.
Really enjoyed it. My daughter is, I'm going to sit down. She's 9, and some of the things went over her head in that, but they really enjoyed it. And my wife said it was a good, strong message. Like, it was just really, and it was well done.
Did anybody see? I saw online where somebody was comparing Barbie to Black Panther.
Because of how
pretty much it's the same plot.
well, but instead of African Americans, it's females.
It's
the female
people living in a secret world that the outside world don't know about, and the somebody outsider or whatever with a connection to it sneaks in and takes over and changes everything, and then the original person comes back and even though and realizes that okay, some things have to change and use some of the. I mean, it's just this whole long thing that was explaining both movies.
That's funny. What else we got?
Number 3, we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, made another $16 million, a total of $73 million on a budget of $70 million.
Officially made its money.
Yeah, worldwide, it's not doing great, but they still have to open in certain areas. Still doing good, but they said they think this one will probably be the most profitable of all of the Turtles.
Wow. So, like, when this opens in, say, the UK, the UK wasn't allowed to have ninjas on television.
Really?
So they were like the Teenage Mutant something else turtles. I can't even remember what it was. And if you notice later seasons in the US, Michelangelo stopped using nunchucks.
Huh.
Because they weren't allowed to show them in the UK. Why? And so instead of having to edit them out of the UK things, they just took them out completely.
What was he using?
I don't know.
I'll check.
You look
hey, nerdly.co.uk, get your shit together over there.
But apparently ninjas were against the rules for showing children's television.
It's a very odd, specific thing. What else you got?
Number 4, the Meg 2, The Trench.
A Punch to Shock.
Made $12.7 million, a total of $54 million on a $129 million budget.
Doesn't seem...
Not doing well domestically.
Worldwide, it is doing gangbusters.
Because people in other countries like giant shark movies.
Yes.
Coming in at number 5, The Last Voyage of the Demeter made $6.5 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $45 million.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah, that did not do well.
6.5 is, that's kind of low. I was wondering if that...
It did not do well overseas either.
I'm just wondering, because I'm assuming this is very British of a movie.
Yeah, and the other issue is, too, it's about Dracula.
Yeah.
And it's not in the title, and I think that hurts it, too.
Unfortunately, you're right. Dracula's Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah. He used a grappling hook, a tonfa, a 3-section staff, and a Manriki Gusari. Those are some of the weapons he used in the animated films.
Excellent.
Or shows. So. What's upcoming, Jeff?
Upcoming, August 18th of 2023, we have Blue Beetle.
An alien scarab chooses college graduate Jamie Reyes to be its symbiotic host, bestowing the teenager with a suit of armor that's capable of extraordinary and unpredictable powers, forever changing his destiny as he becomes the superhero known as Blue Beetle.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Is he an incredibly smart guy? Because if he's a teenager and a college graduate, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
It has everybody's favorite karate kid.
Cobra Kai.
Remember when Cobra Kai was a thing during 2020?
Yeah.
Still is a thing. There's
Well, it
another
is.
season to come
Remember
out.
when Tiger King or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Blue Beetle is estimated for... Wow. They said opening weekend range from up to 17 million. I've seen up to 30 million is the...
I think 30 is what they would like.
Yeah.
Now, is this
It's...
the new DCU, or is this still part of the old EU?
It was made during the DCEU, the old regime.
They're still releasing it as the first one.
But they're saying it still connects to the DCU. So
So there's nothing in it that really connected to the EU.
I guess, well, there was, but I think they took it out.
Okay.
And they said, it's getting decent reviews. And it looks enjoyable. My kids want to see it. And I was like, you know what? It looks better than it looks fun.
Yeah.
It looks like, it reminds me of the first Shazam. So, but it'll be interesting to see how it does.
I mean, Susan Sarandon's in it.
That's true.
Well, so it can't be bad, right?
That's right.
I mean, choosing Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's got to be
Blue
good.
Beetle was tracking at 30 million at the beginning of the last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what they were thinking, and it's been slowly going down since
To almost half now.
Yeah.
I can't see it. George Lopez is in it.
Oh.
What else, Jeff?
We also have Strays.
An abandoned dog teams up with other strays to get revenge on its former owner.
It's R-rated.
R-rated cartoon with
It's not
potty
cartoon.
mouth.
So
CGI.
That's right. It's cartoon.
it's a live
CGI.
action
It's live action with
voice.
cartoon voices.
Range is 18 to 28 million for this weekend.
Looks terrible.
I think it looks funny.
I think it looks terrible.
I feel like it's going to be like a one-note joke throughout a lot of it.
Probably.
You know what it reminds me of?
Sausage Party. Yep. I agree.
One note joke, a movie that has the look that it will appeal to children, but is an adult oriented movie.
I will say that the cast has me more excited about it being decent than Sausage Party, only because of the voices. Will Ferrell, Jamie Foxx, Randall Park, Will Forte, Rob Riggle, Brett Gelman, Josh Gad. He still doesn't have a butthole, apparently. Harvey,
Even as a dog?
Harvey Guillen, Greta Lee.
Guillermo.
Bat.
No, the problem is Will Ferrell having the main character voice.
He could have the top 5 movies this week if Strays is up there.
Yeah.
That and Barbie.
And Isla Fisher is also in it.
And what else we got, Jeff?
And something called Back on the Strip.
A young man moves to Las Vegas to pursue his dream of being a magician.
Ooh.
Only to end up joining a male stripper group.
Oh, that type of strip. Oh, I get it.
Kevin's Hart is in it.
It's Kevin Hart,
JB Smoove.
JB Smoove, Wesley Snipes.
What?
Wesley Snipes is like, so that's how he joins. Wesley Snipes is like the old, like the strip. Yeah.
He's the former guy who's getting new guys on.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
I said that. I'm like, no, that's terrible. I didn't say getting them off, though.
Getting guys on, coming to CBS at 10:30.
Getting the new guys on.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes' character name in this movie is Luther Mr. Big.
Thursdays at 10:30.
Yeah.
And it does sound like it would be one of the later
shows.
Although it sounds like an hour drama. I mean, you might have to make that at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
somewhere
10 o'clock.
For the whole hour.
I got it. Starts the day at 9 o'clock. It's 5 depressing dudes. So it's just
This gets better.
we got a 9:30 show we need. Jeff, give me some top 5 music.
Yeah, that's our closing theme.
Please
This episode
note
of Hobie
that
is sponsored by Ho Jeff.
comments.
Before we get to our top 5,
Yeah.
I just wanted to wish Ben Affleck a happy birthday.
Oh, that's sweet.
And Jennifer Lawrence. Happy birthday.
Are they share a birthday?
They do.
Oh, isn't that nice?
It sure is.
Okay.
So Ben's married to J Lo, but shares a birthday with J Law.
Deborah Messing's birthday is today. Emily Kinney from Walking Dead. Matt Lauria from Friday Night Lights.
Is this a new thing?
It's a celebrity birthday.
What are you doing here, people?
Sorry, I was at the bottom of IMDb looking to see what else was coming out, and then I just got to the birthday section. So I think I'm gonna keep that going. I'm just gonna like randomly throw in a happy birthday during the podcast from now on.
Top 5 favorite fictional restaurants, bars this week. This is from the courtesy of the Superiority Complex.
The what?
Superiority.
Courtesy of the Superiority Complex.
I think they're better than us.
They do.
Top 5 favorite fictional restaurants. This was a very popular top 5 this week.
Did we do this one before?
I think we did
Probably.
something like this, but many, many episodes ago, and I was too lazy to look it up. So we're doing it again. And since then, there's been a lot of things. So I'm going to go first. Jeff, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 9. So give me a number.
9.
Joe's Pie Diner from Waitress. Great film. Love the movie. Nathan Fillion's in it. And that place is awesome just because the pie looks amazing. And I love a good pie. Don't like cake, but I love good pie.
Don't like cake.
Brian.
Number 5 for me, Patty's Pub.
That's a good one. Good one.
I didn't even
Sunny and
think
Philly.
of that one. Wow.
Yep.
Jeff, number 5.
Let's see. Number 5 for me, I've got the Regal Beagle.
Oh, 3's
Always
coming.
got to be on these lists. I'm sure if we did this before, it was on there.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
Come on and knock on my door.
Come and knock on my door. We've
I'll be
been
waiting for you.
Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's company too. Come and dance on my floor. Take a step that is new. We've a lovable space that needs your face. Three's company too. You'll see that life is a ball again. Laughter is calling for you. Do. Three's Company 2.
Might be a better singer than me.
That's bad because I'm a terrible singer.
Number 4.
Let's see. Number 4, I've got The Coyote Ugly.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes. That is a good one.
Damn, how did I forget about that one? Because the movie's horrible.
It's not a good movie, but I watched it, and for some reason I enjoyed it. I guess the same way that you guys might enjoy Roadhouse is a terrible movie.
So there's a difference in movies being good and being able to enjoy a movie, in my opinion. And the great majority of movies that I like are because I enjoy them, not because they're good.
Yeah.
So it's all personal preference.
When I was working from home today, I had Face Off on in the background. I want to take his face off. Great film.
Yeah.
Horrible, but fun.
It's not fun. That's the problem.
Number 4 for you?
Number 4 for me, I Hobie this one. I had JJ's Diner and Paunch Burger.
Paunch Burger. I had JJ's Diner's honorable mention, and I forgot about Paunch Burger.
From Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
I mean, their small soft drink is the size of a small child.
Yeah.
That's right.
It is a gallon of soda.
Yeah. That was on, I don't know, whatever day it was. Like Comedy Central has it, like they run a marathon of it or something, and like it was on in the background. I just forgot how, like, it was towards the end too, but I just forgot like how funny that was.
Give me a number, Jeff.
6.
Ralph's Tavern. Ralph the dog from the Muppets TV show. The good one that was on CBS that they canceled. He went across the street and he had the little bar.
That's right.
Can't go wrong with that.
No.
Give me another number for my number 3.
Your number 3 will be 2.
The Drunken Clam from Family Guy. Seems like a fun place to go. Better than Moe's. Moe's seems like a rundown place.
And Seamus hangs out there.
Yeah. I like it. Drunken Clam. Number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me would be Mr. Beef from The Bear.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I have to watch The Bear still.
Yeah, I do too. I do have that channel.
You have Hulu?
Yeah. No, it's on FX though.
Well, yeah. It's... Yeah.
And Hulu.
Thank you. Number 3.
Oh, it's my number 3. Where did I put my number 3?
Probably in third spot.
Oh, was that? Okay. Number 3 for me is The Pie Hole.
Which one?
It's Ned's Pie Shop in Pushing Daisies.
Oh, you are a fan of that show.
It was a great show, and anyone who has not seen it should find it and watch it. 2 seasons.
Cool.
Should have been longer.
No movie. Number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me is The Boar's Nest from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, that's right.
Daisy Duke worked at the Boar's Nest.
Yeah.
Number 2 for you, Brian?
Number 2 for me would be the Continental.
Oh,
from John Wick. Looked like a pretty awesome bar in the basement of that place.
It did look like a good place.
They have fantastic bourbon selection as well.
Jeff, give me a number.
1.
Cheers!
Hey!
Is that your number 1?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Everybody knows Cheers. Give me another number.
Did I do 7?
Nope.
7.
The Titty Twister from Dusk Till Dawn. There you go. Just don't be a vampire. I mean, you want to be a vampire.
You want to be a vampire, yeah. No,
it's
like, I think if we did this one before, I think like all of Blake's were like strip clubs.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I did do a lot. If I did, I got some different ones, I think, than last time. So it's always nice to revisit. I think it's been a long time since we did one like that. Number 1 for you, Brian?
Number 1 for me, I Hobie this one as well. Going to Friday Night Lights, we have the Alamo Freeze, and then we have the Landing Strip.
Where's that from?
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, okay.
Is one of them a strip joint?
The Landing Strip.
I figured.
Wow.
I mean, any high school football player can go there any day of the week and get drunk.
I think I saw this.
Yeah.
I don't want your life.
Yeah,
No, that's different.
I don't want your life.
See, his television show stole from your
that makes
Dawson
sense.
Creek movie.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I can see that it steals from Varsity Blues. I can see that.
And then the Alamo Freeze is basically Texas Dairy Queen.
Yeah, they did steal that from Varsity Blues. Pretty good. Much better written. It was much better written.
What is ridden?
Written.
Like they got rid of something?
Yes.
What did they get?
The ridden as in like I rode something, has ridden.
Oh, okay. Like a horse.
What's your number one?
Yes. My number one is the Chum Bucket
Yes.
from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay.
Plankton's restaurant.
Yep.
Some other honorable mentions I had was Snuggly Duckling from Tangled. I had a dream. I have a dream. It's a great show. Louie's Place from Tailspin from Disney by Louie from the Jungle Book. Mos Eisley Cantina.
I had the Mos Eisley Cantina on my honorable mentions.
And the Raven from Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's a fun little place.
Is that where Marion was working?
Yep.
Let's see. I also had, everyone said the other one. I had McLaren's Pub from How I Met Your Mother.
Jason out there, the Shively.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have honorable mentions there.
Sorry, Brian. What'd you have?
I guess not.
What'd you have?
Let's see. I had Jackrabbit Slims,
Oh, that's a good one. I forgot about that.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, okay.
Don't be a
Swear.
I had Good Burger.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Can I
Gotta
take your order? Oh,
I
I forgot Shenanigans.
Oh, Shenanigans.
That would have been a good one.
Strawberry shake. Strawberry jacuzzi.
That's still Good Burger. That's
Yeah,
not
I'm just doing good.
Shenanigans.
Sorry.
So I would have hobied Good Burger with the Krusty Krab.
Oh.
And then I had Stan Mikita's Donuts.
Ah.
Bill and Ted? No.
No. Wayne's World.
Oh, Wayne's World. That's right. Sorry. Jason Shively had the Red Pony. What's the Red Pony from?
I should know this.
You should.
What?
Shenanigans.
Oh, I think the Red Pony is Longmire.
Okay. Shenanigans.
100%.
He's got Shenanigans. Way to
From
go,
Super
Jason.
Troopers.
From Super Troopers or from Waiting?
Shenanigans from Waiting. McLaren's. And from Office Space, Chotskis.
Tchotchkes.
Chotskis.
I don't have enough flair to be at
How about
Tchotchkes.
this?
27 pieces of flair.
The Dead Man from the Morning Zoo. He had the Feisty Goat from Eurotrip. That's a good one. Rosie's from MASH.
Rosie's.
Moe's from The Simpsons. The Regal Beagle. Three's Company. And Cheers. Let's see here.
Well,
Jared Mills
Everyone knows Jordan.
had Moe's.
Must kill Mo.
Sam Crow's Clubhouse from Sons of Anarchy. Central Perk. Los Polos Hermanos.
Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Patty's Irish Pub from Sunny in Philly.
I can't believe I forgot Patty's Pub.
The Gimp. He had no particular order. Moe's. Boar's Nest. Poor Richard's from The Office.
Ooh, that's a good one, too.
McLaren's Pub and Patty's Pub. And Pam, the cake specialist, she had Moe's, Patty's Pub, Skeeter's. I'm trying to think what Skeeter's is from.
Skeeters.
Sam Crow's Clubhouse.
Wow.
Joe's Bar, and the Red Pony. And then we did have. Hold on.
We had like 5 or 6 on Twitter.
Yep. Do you have some?
Yeah, I got them. Doug had number 5, O'Malley's from Escape by Rupert Holmes.
Okay.
Number 4, Gary's Old Town Tavern. Cheers.
Oh, he was
Shelley
a friend
Long
of
didn't work
Gary's?
there.
Yeah.
Number 3, The Snuggly Duckling.
Look at that. I have a dream.
Number 2, Ink and Paint Club from Roger Rabbit. And the Pie Hole from Pushing Daisies. And he hobied that with You Need Pie, which is a real restaurant in Estes Park, Colorado. But it's too good not to list.
There you go.
Skeeter's Bar is South Park.
Oh, okay.
That they turned into the wine bar in later. Because they've got upper class.
Doctor Number One said, I wouldn't go for a fictional restaurant. I stay home and go and order Hello Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Dev.
Dr. Number
You got
One.
Dev?
Someone does it right.
I've got Canadian of the Year.
Oh, go right ahead.
Brian Auer.
Yes.
That's his name? I thought his name was Brian.
There's too much on it.
He says, number 5, Cheesecake Factory, Big Bank Theory. Number 4, Ravenwood's Bar from
Ah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Number 3, Dex's Diner, episode 2 of the Clone Wars.
Good one. I like that one.
Moe's Tavern, Simpsons, and Mos Eisley Cantina.
Boss. Dev, the Psy guy, had Cooper's and King of Queens. Ugh. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. Enzo's and Kevin Can Wait.
Yes.
Nemo's, Marco's Pizza, and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yes.
Theo's Pizza and Two Guys and a Girl. And, and Tom's Restaurant in Seinfeld. Okay, I thought we were going down a very nasty place.
We were there. We've got Randall Holt.
Go ahead.
Number 5, the Warsaw Tavern from Drew Carey. Number 4, the King Kamehameha Club from Magnum.
Oh.
Kamehameha.
He's not going to work here anymore.
From King Hamahamaha?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's not so easy. That's also coming to Fox on Tuesdays at 8.
Not so easy?
Not so easy after screwing it to death.
Maybe it's not these. Number 3, Don's Diner from Superman 2. Number 2, the Krusty Krab. Number 1, Arnold's from Happy Days.
I like this one. This next one.
Honorable mention, Phil's from Murphy Brown.
Phil's was a good place.
And that Chinese place over in Mount Pilot.
I have Pittsburgh Nerd, Sean. Bluth's Original Frozen Banana stand from Arrested Development.
There's always money in the banana stand.
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
What's that from?
Bob's Burgers. Oh. JJ's Diner from Parks and Rec. The Paunch Burger.
You should have hobied it, man.
Parks and Rec. And the Restaurant at the End of the Universe. Book of the same name. Sequel to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
What was the name of the restaurant at the end of the universe?
The End of the Universe.
It actually had a name. No, I'm trying to remember.
But yeah, so thank you. Pop Culture Cafe just threw one in here. Mos Eisley Cantina. Of course, it says most, so maybe it's a sequel. 10 Forward, The Drunken Clam, Cheers, and Moe's. Switch those. Moe's was first. You're second. Cheers was first. So someone asked, what? No Porky's. I don't know if I want to go there.
Get it at Porky's. I'm sure Blake had Porky's on his list.
Yes. So
I'm sure he did. And I'm sure he had a banana stand on there somewhere.
So there you go. Bad idea of the week.
Millie Ways. Millie Ways was the name of the restaurant at the end of the universe.
Bad idea of the week, number 895.
Getting all of your news in 1 week from comicbookmovie.com.
There you go. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We have titles for the show. I have Much Better Written.
Much better written.
I'm All Hands. That's it.
I don't have a whole lot either. I've got A Good Way to Burn an Afternoon.
Okay.
I've got Chicken Nuggets and Wine.
Oh, yeah. That's classy.
And Beaver Hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think there's much of a debate.
Yeah.
Beaver Hands.
I honestly only wrote down 2 things. Stop saying Peach Blossom and the Tony Danza Hour.
No, I would agree with Tony Danza Hour, but we're not allowed to put people's names in there. Thanks,
So
Chandler
Beaver
Smith.
Hands it is. Thanks, everybody, for listening. If you like us, tell a friend. If you don't like us, tell a friend.
Doug just got another nickname. Beaver Hands.
Well, wouldn't Beaver Hands, because he's Ape Hands, Beaver Hands would probably be like Fish's other nickname.
No,
now.
Beaver Hands is Doug's other
It's his
nickname
alias?
too. Yeah, it's his alias when he's under the costume.
But I mean, he doesn't have Beaver Hands. That was the whole point.
He'll put gloves on it.
But they can't find gloves to fit his hands. That's the whole point.
That was your argument against
true.
it.
That's
was
true.
that his hands would just be
Beaver Hands it is! Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history, not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.